welcome back to Football FanView. And today we go to talk, we go to dive, we'll be diving into into one of the biggest football stories today. And I'm going to list them out because this week that has been the talk of the town. Can Arsenal pull off that impossible and beat Real Madrid, or probably qualify for the semi-finals of the Champions League? We'll also be, in this video, we'll also be looking at the report card of Arsenal season in general, debating whether they've had a good season or not. Also, we're also going to be talking about the very hot debate that this one spoke up in the group, yesterday, when there is a comparison between Bukayo Saka, Lamine Yamal, and Rodrygo. So let's jump into it. Big up everybody and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to FootballFanView. Solomon again, back with another video. And in this video, like I've told you, we are going to be dissecting a lot. So let's just jump straight into the video. We're going to start with the game between Arsenal and Real Madrid. Like we have all found out that game has started, and the first leg has ended in favor of Arsenal, even though it was a shock to the whole of footballing world. All the footballing world were shocked at the result. I was watching the way everybody reacted to that win. I'm telling you, nobody expected what they saw. Even the biggest haters had to clap. And even me personally, I had to give Arsenal kudos to you for that game, because I was with my mouth open throughout in that game. Now we have been seeing that Real Madrid, the second leg is still coming up on Wednesday, and on this Wednesday we've been knowing that if anybody could actually come back, it is Real Madrid. Because we know them for their pedigree. They are champions of Europe. They've been Mr. Clutch. They've always gotten results whenever they needed results. So therefore, I believe that it is not still perfect. I believe Arsenal going into the game, we personally have to, believe in our heart that game is not over, because we need to go there and still get the result. And that is in the Santiago Bernabeu. Going into the Bernabeu on Wednesday is different. We are playing another piece entirely. Now, we know Arsenal is very good defensively, but we know the tactical genius also of Carlo Ancelotti. So can Jude Bellingham and Mbappe and Vinicius be kept quiet the same way that we kept them quiet at the Emirates? And the most important thing, can our guns show up when it matters most? I want to know in the comment section. Put your opinion. What do you think will happen in the second leg of that game? Arsenal did perfectly well in the first leg of the game. Can we keep Vinicius, Bellingham, Rodrygo, and all these Madrid superstars out? Can we shut them out? How far can we shut them out? Don't forget, we have played against them 4 times and they have not scored not even a goal against the Arsenal. So my question is, do you think that Arsenal can actually, and why do you think it will go? Let me know in the comment section. Also, moving to the next aspect, which is the report card of Arsenal City. Now, let's talk about the report card. When I go to school, this is my honest report card on this season and this club and this manager generally. Now, let's talk about the report card. Now, first of all, Premier League, we got, and we will thereby finish second one way or the other. We know, because everybody has been inconsistent. We finished second. Now, don't forget disappointment exit in the FA Cup against Manchester United, which was bad. You cannot take that away from that. That was bad. And also, we also got to the quarterfinal, which is respectable. But as a club like Arsenal, you expect more from them. You expect more from Arsenal. So we are expecting, and they have done well, by moving up and getting, progressing in the Champions League. Now, I'm going to be grading the results, by A, B, C, D, E, and F. I think you understand what I mean. In Nigeria, that's how we calculate A, B, C, D, E, and F. A being the strongest and F being the lowest. Now, for me, getting to finishing second in the Premier League, I think Arsenal finishing second in the Premier League. FA Cup exit already, we know, to Manchester United, that was very, very poor. Quarterfinals, which is respectable, yes. Is it quarterfinals or semi-final? Quarterfinals, yes, of the semi-finals. I think it's semi-finals of the Carling Cup, and then the Champions League, which they are still in. For me, I'm going to give the season a B. What do you think Arsenal's season has been so far? Can you grade the Arsenal season so far? What do you feel? Do you think I'll be giving them too high or I'll be giving them too low? For me, I'll be giving our season B concerning the signing and everything that they have done, because, in fact, let me tell you the reason why I'm giving you a B. I'm giving you a B not because beyond last season, you expected more. Yeah, that's the reason why I can't give. But coming in with the kind of signing that we had, and the way, looking at the season generally after everything that has happened, in the beginning of the season, I might be giving scoring the season lower. But now, considering what has happened and the injury to Saka and everything due to all the players and the way we have achieved, we have performed, the way the manager has dealt with the injury, no signings and none of them, I will give the season a B, even though it is not what I wanted. But it's not as if it's not a season to throw away, because for me, I feel like we have tried to, maneuver and find a way to get results, even though we had injuries. And I'm not giving the injuries an excuse, but I think we have done well managing the injuries. So I'm going to be giving Arsenal this season a B. What is your own opinion? Do you think the B is too high? Let me know in the comment section. Now, the big question is, has Arsenal actually regressed from what we used to be? Or have we regressed? That's the question. Yes, the question. Have we regressed under Arteta? We played scintillating football in the previous season, demolishing teams, 5-0, But nowadays, I think Arteta has been more cautious. And I saw somebody say something on some of the platform recently that Arteta has been putting himself to look like somebody who is more of a cup manager. And that person said that, but he has not done well in the cup. But Arteta teams are very difficult to beat. Right now, we know they are pragmatic, they are cautious, they are not as free-flowing as some people. Some people say Arsenal now plays with the handbrake on. Do you think we have regressed? For me, I don't think we are. I think a lot of things happen. You have to look at everything in hindsight. A lot of things happen, and that's one of the reasons why we are where we are at the moment. So for me, I don't think we have regressed. But I think in utmost fact, I think because what has happened, I think we have just thereby survived this season. Now, moving to the next segment of this video, which is the one that will cause controversy, and that is the debate between Saka, Yamal, and Rodrygo. Now, there has been heated debate online everywhere. Go and check. Telling me, in fact, there has been different debates on the issue of Saka, Bukayo Saka, Lamine Yamal, and Rodrygo. Now, let me tell you, I will tell you this the way I see it. First of all, Bukayo Saka is Mr. Consistent. World-class output every day of the week in the Premier League, even in the Champions League. So far, yes, he hasn't won anything. Yes, which is the stick everybody has always been flogging him with. Yes, he hasn't won, but this guy has been giving world-class output, world-class results, and he has been consistently consistent. In fact, I think his big name, he should be Mr. Consistent. Now, but that does not take anything away from Yamal, who is 16 years old and is lighting up the whole of La Liga. Yes, we saw what he achieved with Spain and everything. And also Rodrygo. You cannot underestimate. He has been clutch, Champions League final goal. He has achieved. In fact, for his age, he has achieved a lot. Now, listen carefully. It will be very, very wrong of me. Personally, you might think this is because of bias, but let's be honest. Does it mean that if a player does not win a trophy, does it make him less better, or does it diminish his status as a player, of what they can do. How do we raise this, the level? Is it by their performance or by what they win? Because we have some players that in some teams and did not kick a ball. And let me tell you something. There are some players in that Real Madrid team that can boast of 3-4 Champions League and did not kick a ball. Will you tell me that they are better than another player who has probably not won, but that's the thing? A typical example of that is Harry Kane. Harry Kane is known as to be one of the world's best striker at the moment, but he hasn't won jack. So my question is, does not winning trophy makes Harry Kane, a lesser player than what is concerning his body of work? That's what I want to do in the comment section. My own pick is I will wait till the end of their career and judge them overall before I make my decision on that one. But of course, right, for me, I believe for the consistency that Saka has had, I will be heading towards Saka already, but I would prefer. That's one thing I don't like. Like, it doesn't make sense if we judge overall. But so far so good. If I'm supposed to pick for myself, for my team, for Arsenal, I will never exchange a Lamine Yamal or a Bukayo Saka for Rodrygo for Bukayo Saka at the moment. That is me personally. What do you think? Put it in the comment section. And the last part of this video, we will be looking at the $1 million question, and that is, can Arsenal go all the way in the UEFA Champions League? Can Arsenal go all the way in the UEFA Champions League? Now, history says no. Critics says no. But do I believe? Yes. There is something, especially when you believe, you have to believe. And for you to believe, what do you think? What brings the belief? If we can beat Real Madrid, I know that you can say they have been rubbish. They have been rubbish. Maybe they are not playing well this season. But if we can beat Real Madrid and qualify for Champions League, forget it. We all say it. Anybody who is able to beat Real Madrid in a tournament is capable of winning that tournament. So if you can beat Madrid, who says we can't win the Champions League? We can, and that will be a shot. Or in fact, going above the odds. That is what makes teams the best. Now, if we beat Madrid, anything is possible. I'm not saying we have won Madrid or we have qualified, but all we need to do is get the right draw, which we I think we have already. If we're able to scale through Madrid, that's not dispatching that. We're still going to play a very good PSG side, who I fancy our chance against PSG. But take note, there are two teams I feel could be spanner in the wheel for Arsenal generally, and that is one, Aston Villa and Inter. And I will explain, because these are the only team that when they are playing against Arsenal, they are going to taking the low block approach, which is likely to be negative to what Arsenal can do. Now, that is my own opinion. For me, can Arsenal do the unthinkable? Yes, it is possible. And what do you think? Let me know in the comment section. Keep dive. Let me know in the comments. Will Arsenal shock Real Madrid? Yamal, Saka, Rodrygo. Who is your own choice? Let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to smash up the like. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share this video and engage yourself in the comment section. I want to know what you think concerning these topics that we have discussed in this video. Big up everybody. Thank you for watching the video. I'll catch you on the next one. I see you. Don't forget, your opinion is not opinioning. Your views is not viewing until you have dropped your comment on Football Fan View. Big up everybody. Smash up the like, subscribe. I will see you on the next one.